will be Steve Mason against Braden Holtby. The goaltending matchup, Vezina Trophy winner against the 2009 Calder Trophy recipients tonight. And Doug, you drafted Steve Mason.
Yeah, it was an interesting story, to be quite honest. This is a guy who was playing for the London Knights and played 12 games in his draft year. And I remember Rick Wamsley, our goaltending scout coach, and Don Boyd saying, we can't watch this guy play. They ended up going to watch him in Petrolia. Every time London would send him down to the junior B team, they'd go and watch him. Or they'd go and watch him in practice. And they took him in the third round, and he had a great start to his career. But he faltered. And you know what? I often think back after the World Junior success and the Calder Trophy success, and then what happened? He had some falling out with goalie coaches. He was traded. I mean, he seems now that he's finally matured, and he looks like he's ready. He got the Flyers into the playoffs last year. He looks like he has a chance to get them in the playoffs. So I think we're seeing a maturing Steve Mason, and he's got a ton of talent.
Quickly, contract year.
No talks yet.
All right, Mason's matched the 33 wins from his rookie season just once, yet there are indications based on his last 10 that he's starting to match those high expectations. He's been red hot. Let's bring in Rick Wamsley, who's working with Hockey Canada right now. Also was on the staff with Doug MacLean's staff with the Columbus Blue Jackets when they drafted Steve Mason. How raw was Steve's game when he was drafted in the National Hockey League?
It was very, very raw, Darren. It was a couple of scouts in the Blue Jackets organization at the time, Don Boyd and Andrew Shaw, really liked what they saw in him. There was a decision made to send me in to see if it was something I liked, and I liked him right away. I liked his size. I liked his skill. I liked how smart he was. I liked the fact that he had hockey sense when he moved the puck. He was able to catch it and make a lateral save. So there was a lot to like about him from day one.
He's famous for not worrying about his equipment, just going out and playing. But I'm curious, how much have you seen his game change physically over the course of his professional time?
I think he plays somewhat more of a quieter, deeper game now. He doesn't get too far away from the net. I think his stance has got wider over the years, which allows him to do that. He has the size to play deep and play inside the crease, and it's helped him have some recent success.
No secret that this is a big year for Steve Mason, contract year, but you go back 4 years when he only won the 7 games and was traded to Philadelphia. What do you think allowed him to get through that low point?
Well, I think you rely on your coaches at the time. I think he knows he's a good goalie. I think he knows he can play in the league. There might have been something else going on outside the game that maybe we don't know about. But I think deep down he had the tools to play in the National Hockey League, and he's found a way to apply them again. What
do you think his biggest attribute is?
Size and skill for me, and plus he can read the play, so it allows him to take a longer look at the play. He's always had good hands. He's always been able to use his skills. So I think he's the complete package skill-wise.
Were you not amazed at the way he was able to handle that fluky goal last year in the playoffs against Washington?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've all let similar goals in at some point in our careers. Sometimes they're bigger moments than other ones, but it's not fun because you have to relive, especially in today's game where everything gets replayed on YouTube and sports shows all over the country, in both countries. So it's a little harder to get away from it now, but he showed some mental strength by overcoming that for sure.
Always fun to pick an old goalie's brain. Thanks for doing this, Rick.
Darren, anytime. Thanks for having me on.